If your goal is to build trust, grow your brand, and actually make an impact, but your content isn't quite doing that right now, there's a good chance that it's not your strategy and it's not even your inconsistency. You're just not using your story. And that's what's holding everything back. If I were to ask you, what do you want to be known for? Would you have an answer for me? And if we went on your Instagram or any social media platform that you have, and we looked at your most recent posts, is that what people would actually see? Now, for most people, it's not. And that's the problem. You're trying to grow a personal brand, build trust, make an impact, but you're not leaning into the one thing that actually makes people care: your story. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, a creative, or someone that's just trying to build something online, this video is going to be for you. If your goal is to build real trust, create content that actually means something, and have people relate to you and grow a personal brand that opens doors, then leaning into your story isn't optional. It's the way. And today, I want to break down 3 real ways your story will help you reach your goals. Not in theory, but in real life. Because there's a difference between posting content and actually being remembered. Now, I want to start with something simple: networking. You go to an event, you meet people, you shake hands, and then what usually happens is you're gonna get into small talk. That's the, what do you do? Where are you from? How long have you been doing that? And it's fine, but in all honesty, it's forgettable. And if I'm being real, it's something that I actually suck at. I remember a couple of years ago, I was at my buddy JJ's birthday party in Toronto. And if you know me, I'm pretty introverted in nature, especially when I'm out at parties or events. I'm not someone that can go up and spark up conversations right out the bat. And it's only because I'm realizing I never had a story that I was confident in sharing. And I wasn't courageous enough to even try. Now imagine, instead of just saying, what do? You share a story, something that you went through, something entertaining, something that happened recently, something even lighthearted but with some depth, something that gets the person you're talking to feel anything. Now, that's the difference between someone people met and someone that people remember. Because I can guarantee that night, no one remembered me. And there might have been some lost opportunity waiting to happen. And that's the reason you may not want to share your story, because you don't fully believe it's worth listening to. If you're like me, you've probably told this story before and halfway through you started doubting it. You wanted to either stop or even apologize. And that's not a storytelling problem, it's a belief problem. Because when you lean into your story and actually believe in it, you show up differently, you speak differently, you carry yourself differently. And truthfully, people feel that. Alex Ramosi says it best: confidence doesn't come from shouting positive affirmations in front of a mirror, but having undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. Proof that you've lived something, proof that you've gone through something, and your story is that proof. So if your story makes you unforgettable in a room, what do you think it does online? Now, the past few years, everyone's been talking about the importance of creating content, posting more, staying consistent, keep showing up, because that's how you stay visible. But here's what most people miss: visibility doesn't build trust. Depth does. And depth comes from story, because anyone can post information, but not everyone can make you feel something. And that's what builds connection. When you start sharing your real experiences, your struggles, your lessons, people don't just watch you, they relate to you. They see themselves in you. And that's when everything changes. Because now you're not just another creator, you're someone that they trust. There's a line I always come back to: there's a lesson in every story and a story in every lesson. But most people try to teach without a story, and that's why it doesn't always land. When you wrap your message in something real, something lived, it sticks, it hits, and that's why it matters. I've been creating content for the past 6 years now. For myself and for my clients, I can confidently say that the videos that heed the best results are the ones that actually move people. They're the ones that are rooted in story, especially now. We live in a world where people can get answers instantly from tools like ChatGPT or AI. Information's everywhere. So the thing that makes you stand out isn't what you know, it's what you've lived, your experiences, your perspectives, the things that you've gone through in the space that you're speaking about. And that's what people can't replicate. And if your goal is to grow a personal brand, this is the shift. Stop asking, what content should I post? And start asking, what have I lived that could help someone else? Because that's where your best content comes from. Now, I want to take it one step further. To see growth by leaning into your story doesn't just apply online. It applies into every room that you walk into, whether you're speaking on stage, on a podcast, in a meeting, or you just having a conversation. People won't remember everything you said, but they'll remember how you made them feel, which is coincidentally one of my favorite Simon Sinek quotes. People don't remember what you say, they remember how you made them feel. And the fastest way to make someone feel something is through story. But not just any story, your story. The one that shaped you, the one that changed you, the one that made you who you are. And more importantly, a story that'll help people see themselves in you, to help them become a better person. Learn the lesson without the scars. Because when you can tell that story with confidence, you don't just speak, you connect. You don't just share information, you're creating impact. And that's what separates good speakers from unforgettable ones. So the real question becomes, what do you want to be known for? What's the one thing that makes you you? What did you have to go through to become the person that you are today? Because buried in that answer is your story. Now, the one thing that I want to make clear, leaning into your story isn't just about being vulnerable for the sake of it. It's about being intentional. It's about understanding that everything that you've been through isn't random. It's useful, it's valuable. And when you learn how to own it, structure it, and share it, it becomes a tool that helps you connect faster, build trust deeper, and create real impact. At the end of the day, being able to confidently tell your story, understand it, and share it isn't just content. It's leverage. It's the thing that separates people who are seen from people who are remembered. So I'm going to leave you with this. What do you want to be known for? And more importantly, are you actually showing that? Or are you hiding the very thing that can change everything? Because your story isn't just a part of the journey, it is the strategy. If you're new here, my name is Justin Pascua, and I want to help you recognize that your story matters and help you lean into it so you can see growth and see success in your life. If you found any value in this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss a video, and I'll see you in the next one.